Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Coffee and Cards. So, welcome to Coffee and Cards. I am Heather Danielle, psychic medium, right? All that stuff. Every Sunday I come on and I do card readings while we sip on our morning coffee. Where is my coffee? Are you serious? Do I not have my coffee? Oh my God. I thought I was about to have a heart attack. I don't know why, but on Facebook, I feel like I'm coming in very, very dark. And my hair looks so much better not on camera. Okay. So, are we drinking coffee today? Good morning, Becca. Good morning, Leanna. Yes, that is good. Okay, so I had two card decks that I was thinking about using today. So this one here, which is the Archangel Messages by Riley Valentine, but I think that we've used them more recently. So I'm thinking about the Wisdom of the Oracle. The Wisdom of the Oracle. Like I love this deck, and I don't ever freaking use it, and I don't know why. Okay, let's see. Good morning. Oh, hey, Carrie. Awesome. And hello, Shelly. Good morning, Jenny. Oh my gosh. Okay. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Then definitely comment when you come on, tell me hi and stuff like that because I'm going to do like a group message, a card for all of us just to get the ball rolling. And then what ends up happening is Spirit draws me to the comments, like to the names of the people that need to hear the messages the most, or they're trying to get you. They're trying to get you. They're trying to get you. They're trying to get you to hear them. No, I cannot see your name. So Facebook user, can I see your name? No. It's a StreamYard thing. Yes. Good morning, Tony. Oh my gosh, all the peeps are here. Anita's here. Is Shannon with you, Anita? And Jody. Hey, Kristen. Oh my gosh. So I just looked down, and one of these cards is faced the wrong way. Oh yes, you guys. So I think this is, I just need to tell you guys about this. Look, this not for you. All right. So I'm not saying I don't think this is for you guys, but I just have to tell you that it's kind of crazy that this card is switched the wrong way because I don't remember the last time that I used this card, but it's crazy. This is by Colette Baron Reed, and she has a free online Oracle app. And my friend and I were talking about going on this trip and everything else. And she was like, "Hey, I pulled some cards. It seems really good." And then I was like, "Well, I use the online Oracle app and it says not good. It says not for you." And I sent it to her, and this is the freaking card. So I am really going to have to double check and double think about going on that trip with her. And it could be because it's like in September, it's like on my birthday going into October. So, maybe it's not a good idea for me to commit to those times yet because there might be something else coming down the road. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It might not be the trip itself. It just might not be the best time. Yes. Oh my gosh, Carrie said I stayed up late last night digging into the goodness of the Academy. I feel like I know many of you. Oh my gosh, Carrie. Yes, I know there's a lot of stuff in the Academy. So, how much snow do we get? Hey, Michiganders, how much snow do we get? A lot. Colleen says, Colette, doing her vision board. Yes, Colette Baron Reed is doing a vision board challenge and stuff like that. I'll be honest, I'm part of that too, and I have not been able to do any of it. Oh, and today's hubby's birthday. No wonder I asked. So I asked about Shannon, who is Anita's husband. I asked if he was with her today, and it was so funny because it's his birthday. So I'll definitely have to pull him a card. That is kind of funny that I asked about him because I ask in the academy, but not during coffee and cards. Mm. Hey, Cheryl. Okay, look at this. So this is like for the group. Can you guys see me okay on Facebook? Because the picture is coming through really, really dark for me. So just let me know. Not that I can do anything about it because I'm not tech savvy, but I've been trying to figure it out. That's why I'm a couple minutes late today. So this says right here, to the sea. So this is going to be our card. And I really do feel like I want to look at the guidebook for this. And I do love the number 7. So if you guys have, an association with the number 7, the 7th of the month, or also, July, then definitely perk your ears up. And as soon as I said that, I heard a knock inside of my bedroom. Well, my bedroom, it's not my bedroom. This is my freaking office. I heard a knock. So if I hear anything that like grabs my attention when I am doing this, then it's like, okay, pay attention, pay attention. So I'm really, really going to be paying attention to the description here, even though this is just going to be, a general reading for a lot of us. So it says, isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you as you flow like a river into the sea of life. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the podcast episode that I did on Wednesday, because it's like, are you on the right path? And one of the ways is are you going with the flow? Are there a lot of challenges in life? Like, think about this. Okay, you guys, have you ever been in a relationship that you should not have been in? Like, you guys should have ended it a long time ago, but you just kept it going for some freaking reason. And then maybe you got back together and you broke up, like all those freaking challenges, and you were trying to freaking make it work. And that's what freaking spirit is saying. It's like, hey, don't try to keep on making it work. It's not working out for a reason. And now you look back on that relationship, it's like, oh my God, I should have left you sooner. I should have left you earlier. I should have freaking taken the hint. And that's the exact same thing that's going on right now. We need to make sure that we're taking those hints in all the little areas of our life. Yes. Yes, exactly. And so we need to make sure that if there's challenges and there's resistance, that means that is not the right path. You must take the path of least resistance. Now, of course, when you're leveling up and things like that, then you might have to go outside your comfort zone, feel the fear and do it anyways. But it's a little bit different than being stuck with challenges. Like, here's one thing that I haven't told the story in a minute, but it's like, okay, you're at work and you have a meeting, but then my son called me up and I'm like, oh my God, I got to go get to my son and stuff like that. And then, I did not go with the flow. Going with the flow would have been like, okay, I'm going to see if spirit will help me out with this. I'm going to see if spirit will intervene. Maybe they'll make the meeting end early. Maybe my son, like, something will happen. Well, anyways, I made this big, huge freaking mess, right? I went ahead and I talked to my boss and all these things and blah, 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 blah. And I'm on my way to get my son. And my son's like, oh, hey, mom, I got it handled. And I'm like, oh my God. He was like, I don't need you. It's good. And I'm like, man, if I would have went with the flow, I would have spent less time trying to figure out things and making things worse for the spirit world. So the exact same thing. If you're getting challenges like I am about this trip with my friend, there's challenges that are coming up. I'm going to have to be like, man, I really, really want this, but it's not working out for me. And as Gabby Bernstein says, and also the Course in Miracles says too, is that it's going to be this or something better. So that's one thing that we need to keep in mind, this or something better. And you were born in July. This definitely, yeah, definitely. Already hits home for me. My business is Sea Love. I live by the sea, and my home address is a 7. I also heard knocks in my bedroom this morning, and I just got truth bumps. Yes, goosebumps are truth bumps. Bam, that is so for you. Okay. Yes, let's see. Okay, 0 here in Michigan, -22. Okay. It's a little dim, but I can see the cards just fine. Okay, that's good. That's good. Because it's like really, really dark. Like, I can't even see myself. It must be something that's going on with my computer. You guys, sometimes, like I leave my office door open sometimes, right? And this is where I do all of my readings, my spiritual connection and stuff like that. I really don't really connect, on purpose and without being in this room. And sometimes, like, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and like my computer screen will like be turned on, and then I'm like, how in the world was that computer screen on? I'm like, oh, it did something, right? It did something technical. Well, guess what? The other day it did something technical, and then I woke up in the morning and it wasn't on again. It's like these screens turn on and off. Could be tech related, but sometimes I do think because I connect to so many spirits in this room, it's something more than that. Okay, I got another card. Let's see. I'm finally awake and didn't pop up on Facebook again. Even when I went to your page, it wasn't posted. I found it on the side. Are you serious? Can you guys tell me where you're streaming from so that I can get on to StreamYard about this? Well, I know what you're doing. You're doing Instagram, but Facebook page or my Facebook page or my Facebook group. Okay, because they're doing some weird stuff behind the scenes. Okay, so Shannon, this is for you. Happy birthday. You get a card that says all that glitters is gold, and it is number 16. I freaking love this card. Oh my gosh. I'm going to use the book because a lot of these are just like straightforward. But it literally is giving me those vibes, as in all that glitters is gold. Like everything that you touch can turn to gold. And it's number 60 and 61 in the guidebook. And it says it's only human to want to adorn self in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire tappings of status or deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it even better? Whether it's a fast car, big house, a title, a position, the stamp of authority, or sparkling diamonds, these icons let you know that something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they will symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks that people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? Which is really, really funny because I do not get that. I do not get that for you. I get to allow yourself to be adorned. I get to allow yourself to experience some of the material items in life, especially today, going into this week and stuff like that, buying the things that really make you feel good, that you love. And so often us spiritual people, and tell me if you guys are one of these, but like we want to take all the classes and the workshops and we want to do all those things, but it's very, very heavy on the upper chakras, but we don't really buy a lot of things unless maybe they're a freaking card deck like me. But I really get like buying items that you really, really need to invest in yourself, to make yourself feel a lot better, to make yourself feel great, those kinds of things. So Shannon, if you are thinking that you are really wanting to purchase something, make that investment, do that, because it's going to help you. It's going to help your psyche. It's going to make you feel a lot better. And then also too, and I think that like you're kind of okay with this. Maybe you're like on this process or whatever, but I also get to allow people to do things for you and like freaking enjoy it too. So sometimes it can be, awkward letting people do things for you or adoring you and those kinds of things, but do that. Keep on doing, let it, because it's also giving other people in your life a chance to give to you, and that's giving them a gift. But definitely love this card too. Also, I know it's kind of, wow, even though there's a woman on this card, I actually feel more of a male spirit that's with you today. Definitely feels like if it's not father, then it's on the father side, definitely. And it's also trying to help you break through some of the limiting beliefs that the family has. And there's something else too. I really feel gold too. I don't know what's up with the gold, but I feel like the gold could be something that is like jewelry. You bought gold. I don't know, but there's definitely something there with gold, and I'm not sure what's attached to this male in spirit too. So it could be, he had a gold watch or something, but definitely feel a connection there. Oh my gosh. And my left hand started itching too. And this is a good hand. If the left hand itches, that's receiving money coming in. So that's really, really good that I'm talking about gold, money coming in. And then, if your right hand itches, that means money's going out. Yes. His dad has passed. Okay, definitely dad saying hi then, because he gave me like such a father vibe. That's why I was like, okay, if it's not dad, then it's definitely on the father side, because that was really, really, really strong. Okay. All right, you good? Okay. Yes. And then one second too. Oh, Rise True Power Group Facebook page. Okay, so you guys are calling in from everywhere. Okay. Cold in Punta Gorda, Florida. Tamara, you're not getting my sympathy at all. At all. She says, oh, it's cold there. San Antonio, low 30s. Okay. Okay. And Anita said, he is buying me a ring for our anniversary next month. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Is it going to be a gold one? Choose good too. Does he need one? Does he need a new one? Okay, so let's see. Mine itches a lot. Show me the money. Okay, every day, Nanny. That's what I say. If my freaking hand itches, I am like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? But remember, even if we find like $1 on the ground, if we find a penny, a quarter, whatever, be grateful for that, because it sends a message out to the universe like, yeah, we are ready. We want the money. So Nanny, how are you doing, girl? It's so funny because I was like, as soon as I connected to your energy, it's like I get tired. I feel like a lot of fatigue and stuff like that. And as I tune in just to try and give you maybe some spiritual advice on what you can help, I don't think it's that. I just think I don't. It's so funny. You're either running a mile a minute, like every day, like just getting shit done all the time, or your mind is really, really busy. So one of those two things is really making you tired. When I go into like your sleep and stuff like that, I do get that it's broken, but I don't really get anything else that you can do for it. So I don't feel like it's any vitamin issues. I don't feel like it's a nightly prayer and things like that. I do feel like getting maybe a little bit more organized, and then maybe also this card will help out too. So it is number 48. Okay. Oh, it's Tina. Tina, why are you so tired? What is going on, girlfriend? And it's so funny too, because I'm like thinking, I'm not thinking, I'm asking, I'm like, okay, is there anything that she needs to know about health? If she needs to know about this and that. But I feel like you know everything. So it's number 180 and 81 in the guidebook. So this could be January of 1980, or it could be 81. It says here, though, you can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know that what you need to do. This is poised, by the way. Okay. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. I disagree. I disagree. I disagree. Isn't that so funny? 2 out of 2. And I am like, wait, okay. I do think it's a good time to try new things, but I actually get to organize the things that you already do have before you put more on your plate. But there are more opportunities coming available. And then for some reason too, it's like number 11 is coming up really, really big. So watching out for all of those ones. But I really do feel like you're like, I'm not sure what this feeling is. It's like you're spread too thin or something along those lines. And so it's like you have to be able to balance out your energy first before you put more things on your plate. So whereas it says to try new things and that kind of thing, take action and stuff like that. No, like it literally feels, you know how like we all go into like the new year and we need to like declutter our house and we need to do this and we need to like do new you kind of situation. That's what I get for you, Tina. Like and then you can add more, but don't do that right now because you're a very creative person, they're telling me. And then you do like really want to act on some of those things, but it's like nope, 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 nope. It's not the time right now. Anything else that they're saying? Yes, I feel like they're saying you need to have more fun. You also really need to get out of the house too. Because the house, I don't know why, but when I'm in your house, it seems like it's so busy or there's a lot to do. I don't know, because you're always thinking about the things that you have to do inside of your house, but it's like, yeah, getting away. It's like almost like I can see you being like me and sitting in like a parking lot of Kohl's and just drinking a freaking Starbucks and just like enjoying the peace, which I think you actually have people living with you, don't you? Like I just have my husband. And so it's like, why am I doing that? There's nobody else home. So okay. And she said that she does have a lot of shit going on. Yes, yes, yes. So take care of that first. But this could be like the storm before the calm, you know, like how you have a lot of shit going on. Get it all out of your way, get it freaking organized, making sure that you're taking time for you is the biggest part. And then there will be a calm. You'd fall asleep. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're so tired. Yeah, that is freaking hilarious. Yes. Maybe you do need to take a nap. So the other, okay, you guys know I have narcolepsy, right? But I'm not, I have sleep trauma. So I can't fall asleep at the drop of a hat. I can't nap. Like I still have trauma around that. And I'm working on it, but some traumas are easier to let go of than others, especially if there's different, if it's been so ingrained in you for so long. And it's so funny because like the other day I am like, okay, I'm going to drink a Red Bull, I'm going to go and I'm going to get a sugar rush because the sugar will help me feel better. I was like, and then I'm going to drink some coffee and I'm going to do this. And I'm like, yeah. Well, guess what? I got so tired that I couldn't do any of that. And so what I ended up doing was going on my meditation pillow and I just took a little cat nap because as a narcoleptic, I can fall asleep within like 2 minutes, you know, if I allow myself to let go of the trauma and stuff like that and just fall asleep. And it was so funny, like not even 10 minutes later, I wake up like refreshed, revived, and that kind of thing. That's a sign that you have narcolepsy too. If you can take like a 5-10 minute nap and you wake up feeling refreshed, I'm like, oh, okay, awesome. I didn't ruin my diet. I didn't have to worry about that. So it was great. Yes. When my left hand itches, I get money in 2 days. So who was that said on Instagram that your left hand was itching? 2 days. Bam. Here's the thing. I love that, JC, right, Jennifer? Because what you do is that you tell spirit what you expect. You create that language with them. So it's like, hey, when my left hand itches, not only am I expecting some moolah, but I'm expecting it in freaking 2 days. Bam. I was born January 1980. I don't know who that is, but you have got to pay attention to what I just said to Tina. Okay. Yes. What's that? Linda, I don't know what you said that to. Sorry. I'm ADD, so I'm not really ADD. I'm just really ungrounded. Okay. Can you tell me who was coming up at night when I'm trying to sleep? My dogs bark at nothing. Oh, okay. And you guys can do this too, especially for the academy. So this is what I'm doing. Colleen's like, hey, someone is coming around me at night and I'm trying to sleep. My dogs bark at nothing. So what I'm just doing first is I'm just going to ask all energies to step outside of my space. And it was so funny too, because today has been like an opposite kind of day, because as soon as I heard Colleen, I was like, man, I really feel like a male in spirit. But as I come in and I'm like really setting the intention, I am noticing more of a female energy coming in. And so now I'm just going to tune in. I'm going to get a couple pieces of information so that she'll be able to, you know, maybe recognize it. And it's so funny though, because women come on my left, men come on my right, but it's so funny because I feel like a freaking man standing here, you know, for Colleen, but he's like really not even saying anything. So then when they're not saying anything, I always think to myself, okay, why aren't you freaking saying anything? Is it because you were quiet when you were alive? Is it because, you know, you're ashamed about something that you did? So I'm doing those kinds of things, but then this woman is here. So I feel like it's really the freaking woman. And then when I connect with her more, like I feel like this big heart chakra coming out of her. And then she really makes me feel like motherly, to be honest with you. So ants might feel a little bit different, but she feels motherly. So if it's not not a mother, then I feel like it's going to be like a grandmother. Unlike how I said in the other one where I felt like it was more of like a mother's side of the family, I feel like for her it's the mother, you know, like as a protector, those kinds of things. And she's also trying to now as I'm channeling in more, I feel like she's trying to protect you, Colleen, right? She's trying to get you to have better boundaries too, and not just with the spiritual world, because I feel like your spiritual world boundaries are fine. I feel like it's the people in your life that you need to have better boundaries with. It's almost like kind of like what I talked about with Tina a little bit too, is that you're spreading yourself too thin. And she's also saying too, like I feel like now I feel like her like personality coming up a little bit, and she's like, you are taking care of like everybody else and you're just like worried about so much stuff, but you need to start worrying about your health a little bit too, because like, I don't know why, but I feel like she's saying this. I swear to God, I feel like she's saying this, Colleen. She's like, you're not getting any younger. Okay. And you need to start taking care of yourself. And if you don't start taking care of yourself right now, then you know what, there is going to, it's just going to create a rate of issues. And then I feel like she's also saying too, that you know how our family is and that our family doesn't have a lot of freaking, we don't have good health and stuff like that. And then everybody always ends up on medications or something. And we don't want the same thing happen to you, even though when she says that, I kind of feel like you already are on medications or whatever. Or like you go to the doctor's office and the doctor doesn't freaking understand what's going on with you. And so she was like, you got to take care of you. And this is going to be the first thing that you need to do, is that you're going to need to, number one, she said chill, but I'm not sure she's talking to me or you, but because I'm really hyper right now, like listening to her. But I feel like she's saying, you definitely need to chill, but you need to tell people no, you need to get back to yourself. And then also your vitamins are all out of whack too. So I don't know if you've gotten like your vitamin stuff done. And I'll say this to everybody, not just to you, but it's like, you got to make sure that your vitamins are on the higher side of things, because we don't want to create any kind of issues, but you do have a lot of excess energy inside of your chakras, inside of your aura. It has a lot to do with your past, has a lot to do with your upbringing, has a lot to do, like when I ask them like what happened, it's almost like I just get a whole bunch of crap. You know, like just like the span of your freaking life, girlfriend. And so it's like you gotta let go of that. Doing energy healing, you know, getting a Reiki session, getting some of those stuff done will really help out. Let me see what you're saying to this, if you said anything. Okay, she didn't say anything yet. All right, let me know, Colleen, if that makes sense and that kind of stuff. I just kind of went off. I just let spirit take over. Let me see. Oh my God, so much crap. Yes, exactly. So we got to get that stuff out of your energy first. Okay. So how I've done it is, you know, obviously getting the emotions out, journaling, therapy kind of worked a little bit. But then it's going to be, having people cleanse your aura, and you can do it. There's free Facebook groups for like energy healing, Reiki, pranic healing, all those kinds of things. So you can do that. That'll help get rid of some of that excess energy that's not even inside your body. But that will help out. Okay. And she said that all makes sense. Okay. Yes. All right. All right. I thought it sounded like my grandma. See, and that's the thing. If it sounded like it, I always take it. Have you guys ever went to those mediumship shows where the gallery readings, and then they're like, oh, I have this person, and they're like this, and they're like this, right? I take it all. They're like, oh no, it's not you, it's not your grandmother, it's this person's grandmother, and I'm like, oh, bet your ass, it's not my grandma. That's my grandma. Okay, so I'm gonna listen in, even though you think it's for this chick over here, which it could be for her. It's also for me too. So I do that all the time. Like this one time, they were like, "Oh, this guy's coming through," and they're like, "He had a pet monkey and all this other stuff," and I'm like, "That's my grandpa," and they're like, "No," they're like, "It's not your grandpa," and I'm like, "Yeah, it is. It's my grandpa. It's my grandpa." I love your fringe. It's been so long since I've seen you. I know, Tracy. How are you? Will we be meeting in 2024? Don't know if I can be in Florida another summer. Tamara, why not? Isn't everybody's moving to Florida? It's like I was just talking yesterday. I'm like, can Florida handle the weight of all the people? Like, is it just going to break off into the ocean? Okay, so for Tracy and Tamara, for sure. Okay. I feel it's both for you guys. Blessed. It's number 22, which is freaking awesome. Okay. So by the way, Tamara, do you have an association with 2022? I'm just kind of curious about that because that kind of popped into my head. So 222s are all about freaking coming together. Okay. So this is really, really, really good. And it's so funny. I feel like I need to separate you guys now. So this is supposed to be for Tracy and for Tamara. So first off, both of you though, and everybody could take this part, it's talking about being more positive. So you really have to keep your your eyes on what you do want as opposed to what you don't want. That is the biggest thing here. Counting your blessings, seeing the things that you love. Because here's the thing, there's a little bit of a chaoticness where it's like almost like, do you know what you love? Do you know what you want? Do you know all those kinds of things? And it's almost like I get this feeling that you guys are a lot like me, where it's like the grass is greener on the other side, or oh, I love this 1 minute and the next minute that I don't love it anymore. It's very, very difficult for me to stay consistent on something, because then I'm always thinking like there's something newer and better that's going to happen. So be aware of that. Now, just to let you know, Tamara, I do feel like you could actually move in 2022, but I want 2024. Let me see what this says though. Because I feel like there's something there. 24. 1 second. Okay. 83. Oh, 83. 83. Anybody else born in 83? And 83 is my grandma's sign. Tamara, Tracy. Okay. Oh my gosh. Tracy says a million things going on. Currently 34 weeks pregnant. Okay. And my partner is 22. Bam. See, I told you this is awesome. Okay. So it says, there are moments in life when out of the blue, it seems that everything has been orchestrated by divine intervention. You feel blessed in the ways that are difficult to express. It's as if the Red Sea parts in front of you and events come together to banish your troubles easily and naturally. You know deep down you did not deserve any of it, yet here you are. These are one of those times. Let all gratitude for all of your blessings guide you now. Let me go on. It says, unexpected windfall and good fortune come your way now. Yes! That's what we wanted to hear. It says, you're in a phase where any difficulties or obstacles that have stymied your success seem to disappear on your own. Be ready to receive. The windows of opportunity will open wide. Accept the blessings given to you now and don't forget to share them. Okay, I don't know why, but Tracy, I feel like first off, you need to get prepared. Making sure you're getting more prepared just in case the babies come early. Okay, I don't know why, but that is definitely something that just came up. Yes. And I don't know, like part of me is like, is it going to be in 22 days? Is it going to be like the 22nd of this month? I hope not, because that's still kind of early, but definitely keep that through. Tracy said, yes, I've been going through hell this year and I generally didn't deserve any of it. That's why I haven't been on. Oh my gosh, Tracy, we love you so much. Like we're part of a team. Like we're like a part of a little bit our tribe. So definitely always come on, even if you're having a hard time, because we can help you out. Yes. Okay. Yes, baby is coming very early, any day now. Okay. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like maybe it is going to be the 22nd. Just kind of keep that in mind, but you already have the connection to the 22nd. So that's really, really good. And so with Tamara, though, I do feel like 2024 can be the year when you move, but I don't know why, but I just get this feeling like ducks aren't in a row, things aren't in place. So it's almost like there needs to be more energy going towards the move, especially in the physical sense, before it can actually happen. Does that make sense? Like you need to either start getting rid of stuff, you need to start like looking more, you need to get more serious about it, but there's definitely something there, and then it can definitely happen. I feel like this is going to be the year of that coming together for you. But there's more energy needs to be taking place into that move kind of situation. Anything else? No, I'm just seeing a lot of butterflies too for both of you. So if you guys have like a woman in spirit, a lot of times, grandmothers, the moms even too, they send butterflies. But for me, butterflies are usually grandmothers. Okay. Have the baby on the 28th. That's my birthday. Yes. Hannah, I just love you. Hannah's like, you're always spot on and love it. And the reason why that I love you, Hannah, too, it's not because like you compliment me, even though I do take compliments, right? It's just because I don't know why, but I just feel like you were meant to be part of this tribe. And so I just so happy that you found us and that you're here. And let me do this too, because we're going to have to pick a card, because I do readings on Sundays now and I have a 10 o'clock. So, but anyways, this is going to be, before we do pick a card, one more message for like the group. Taylor, you just joined, so you definitely probably have to pay attention to this. It says to be fair, and it is number 38. Okay, for some reason, I'm really, really getting the number 38 as significant. So if you're not 38 years old, oh my God, it's 83 backwards. Which is my number. I love the number 83 as well. I love lots of numbers. But anyway, so 38, it's going to be something that's maybe monumental. It's going to happen when you're 38 years old, or something that happened when you were 38 years old. Oh my gosh, when was I 38? I was 38 in 2022. That was when Aunt Betty passed away. So let me look really quick. We interrupt this program while Heather figures out the freaking page. Okay. All right, that was a little more difficult. Okay, 143. So just in case you see that number 143, it could be that you're at table 143, that you go and you look at the clock and it's 143 today. Those are going to be a little bit more signs that this is definitely for you. And I'm going to change the I'm going to do this one here. Injustice and equity inequity. Okay, anyways, injustice are a part of life, but they do not have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe injustice rightly and fairly redressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else or are being called to answer a personal slight. You will be amazed by the power that surges through when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause and commit to it because you can make a difference. One thing is for certain, if fairness of your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned, through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. But here's the thing, though. With this is saying that you reap what you sow, right? Karma and that kind of thing. But I'm actually getting to is that it's a balance. And so it's like you have to be able to receive and also give. Like we are so good at giving. Who's here? Everybody. Everybody good at, like, who's here is good at giving? If there's one person here that's like, oh no, I'm not a giver, I'll be freaking surprised. Okay. No, we have to learn how to receive. And so oftentimes we have done so many freaking good things in our life, and we need to be able to receive because we need to be able to have that balance. It's like I know so many peeps that are like, oh no. I've done all this good in the world, and then when I get more money, when I get more whatever else, you know what I end up doing? I end up like giving it all away. No, like take some of that for yourself. You need to fill up your own cup for the love of God. Yes, you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Get another dog. Okay. My son is 11 and I adopted him from foster care. 3 plus 8 equals 11. Yes. 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 Oh my gosh. And then so Colleen, there's definitely something there with your son then. Like what connection do you have? My partner's birthday is 20. He's 22. So he'll be 23. His aunt just passed. Maybe it was her. She was only 52. Wow. Tracy, that makes sense. Like that resonates with me. I would tell you if it didn't, but I really, really feel that way. And Kim was like, I was just thinking about myself being 38 and I was wondering if anything significant happened. Maybe you had to look at that. And I didn't think that you were 38 years old. Remember the other day? Oh my gosh, love New York. Okay. You and your sweetheart been together for 22 years. There's the connection that she has. And then she says too that she has to get her ducks in a row. We bought 13 acres in New York. Don't know if we should build or have an RV on our land. Tamara, I don't know why, but I'm really getting not to build right now. I feel like there needs to be a delay in the building process. As soon as I read that, the energy is going towards the RV right now, or like I shouldn't say it's going towards the RV. They did not do that. That was wrong. They're putting resistance towards the building. Okay, there's something there. But now I tell you what, my friend, she didn't listen to me when I told her that she shouldn't build her own house and stuff like that. Things are doing okay so far, like I still think that I was right, and well, what I got from spirit was right. But anyways, yes, okay. So definitely Vanessa lost her dog in December. She was like her child. She's been trying to keep herself stay positive. So let's give Vanessa some love, even if we want to tune in to the doggy, and help her out a little bit. Okay. It's hard for me to receive anything. Compliments, gifts. Yep. I actually got in trouble at work once because I didn't accept a woman's compliment because she said that I could really draw really well. And I guess that I said something snarky, which wasn't meant to be her, but it was meant to be about me. And I got in trouble and I got almost written up for it. And so that was one of my things. His dad, my third cousin, the spirit comes through. Okay. I'm in my 40s. I'm in my 40s. Okay. Yep. Since you said this, I'll save money and not buying gifts. Yes. Okay. Work on self-esteem and self-love. That's so true. Yes. Hugs, Vanessa. Everybody's sending you hugs. Okay. So we're going to pick a card. So you ready? I always like to move my joints. I don't know why, but like in pranic healing, they always tell you to move your joints first. It breaks up some of that energy. And then I have 3 cards. And so, see, I said 3 cards. We're going to do numbers today. Okay. Vanessa's are really, really, really big. Okay. So is card 1, 2, or 3 good for you? Which one do you feel called to? You're drawn to? And right now, I just want you to ask your spirit guides, past loved ones, and angels to help draw you towards the card that is meant for you as a message for your highest good right now. Maybe you actually have something that you would like guidance on, perhaps a relationship, a job, money, career, spiritual development, whatever it is. And ask them to draw you towards a card that's going to help you, give you some insight. Is it card 1, card 2, or card 3? Does it sound like I'm saying one of them higher than the other? Does one of them sound like you're a little resistant to? Maybe if you rub your hands a little bit, you put the number 1 inside of your hands and try to feel the energy. And then 2, and then the number 3. And you can also too just go in and see which one resonates with you, because you're going to set the intention, be like, hey, spirit guides, past loved ones, angels, even though I can't see you, hear you, feel you, even though I'm not even positive that you can hear me right now, I want to get a message for you today, from you today. So please just help me realize that this one's for me. And you're going to notice that there's going to be coincidences in the things that they tell me. You might just all of a sudden be like, man, that hits home. Like that's me. You could do that as well. First thought, letter B. Then you mentioned numbers. 3 came to mind. Okay, yeah, I know I messed you up. I messed you up. I got to keep you on your toes. Okay, yes, yes. Wow, not a lot of number 1s. Oh, Tina, you got number 1. I got number 3 as well. I'm so excited for number 3. I got lopsided, A, and an off-centered 3. Maybe balancing the 2 out. I don't know which ones they are, by the way. They're all like down. Oh, Celeste, it's awesome to see you. Okay, let's get right into it. Pulling my sleeves up. All right, here we are. We're going in. 1 is almost like a draw a line. Ooh, got 3 right away. 1 for me. Ooh, hey, Matt, miss you. I'm feeling them, but especially 1. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay. Ooh, mending. It's number 52. So I don't know. Didn't someone just say that like their aunt passed and she was only like 52? Look at this. So there's number 52 and it's amending. Okay. The first thing that I saw, like if you chose card 1, I wonder if you have any like siblings, anybody that you really need to be in touch with, or any kind of like girlfriends and that kind of stuff. Go definitely. This is going to be one where you don't go by yourself. This is going to be something where you need to either like reach out to somebody else. We're going to get some more information here, but I just want to say it's going to be something to where you have to reach out and not do something alone. Okay. So this is going to be reaching out to a professional, a sounding board, maybe somebody in your family or friend circle that knows like, you know, what you're going through, what you've asked about, but definitely that is a really, really big one. If you have any kind of siblings on the other side, I also feel those siblings coming out, saying hi, those kinds of things like, hey, I am here. And then it's also number 195, 196 or so in the book. And it says here, everybody makes mistakes, especially when you want something very badly. You may come to realize that in chasing after a pretty shiny thing, you lost sight of term sustainable prosperity. Sometimes you make choices that look good at first, but ultimately leads to loss or failure. It's time to forgive yourself and others. Don't blame anyone else. You get started again, wiser and more mature. The journey to true abundance can be bumpy. Make amends to anyone you may have hurt along the way, especially yourself. Forgive those who may have taken advantage of you. Let go and learn from this. You are now much closer to achieving that kind of prosperity that really fulfills you. Nothing is ever lost or wasted, and you view it from this perspective. So the biggest thing that I'm getting out of here too is that, yes, making sure that, okay, I hate to say this, okay, because I feel like I should have chosen card 1, but I feel like I'm so resistant to it that it didn't happen. But it's like you have to look at the people in your life that you're resistant to letting back in your life that maybe you should offer some forgiveness to. So is this like your father? Is this like one of the siblings that you've had a falling out with? That's going to be a big one, that you will need to like reevaluate it. If you don't want to let them back in your life, that's fine. But I do think that you need to do some kind of meditation, some emotional healing, you know, some kind of journaling, because I definitely feel like there is something there that is holding you back from really achieving your dream life and some of the things that you want to do. I also feel a lot of like inner child kind of work, and I'm usually not the one to talk about that, but I definitely feel a lot of card 1 people, you guys really did you know, go through something rough, you know, in your childhood and that kind of thing, and you really, really need to start to heal that, because you can't keep on going forward and leveling up and stuff like that without a good foundation. And something that's coming up to me too is like you need to explore that a little bit, because you're going to get some of those answers. And even though, and I feel like those answers are going to help you out a lot. And one thing that's like coming up to me too, because I don't really ever bring up my narcolepsy and stuff like that, but apparently I had it since I was 7 years old. And it's the reason why that I failed first grade, because I was sleeping in class. And all of a sudden, there's so many reasons why things happened. And I can see it happening to me during my life. And I was able to get answers because I went back and revisited those situations. And so the same thing is coming from here as well, is that there's something in your past that is really, that you need to learn from, that you need to grow, you need to explore more, because it's going to help you cut that cord so you can really, really fly off. It's going to give you a little bit more answers so that you can feel better going forward. And even though you feel like, okay, I healed my past, oh, that's good. You know, I do feel like there's still some kind of seed that is planted that you need to work on for the future. And so one thing that's coming up to me too, sorry, Father, if you're here, but it's like, yeah, like me and Father have a strained relationship. I didn't meet him till I was like 18 years old and stuff like that. So it's very, very weird. After my mom passed away, I kept on seeing his name everywhere, and he has a very unique name. So I'm like, what the heck? But since this is coming up, and even though I feel fine with it, I feel fine. I'm like, hey, it's cool how a relationship is. There's something there to where I have this feeling, especially card one people, if you don't deal with this now in this lifetime, you're going to relive it in another lifetime. So it's like, okay, you got to revisit it again. You got to do something more. You got to get those emotions out. You got to take those little steps. Okay. And so for me, one of those steps is going to be just shooting the shit probably with my father. And then you guys can do the same thing. Okay. Like, even though I don't want to, and I don't feel like I need to, I don't feel like there's anything there, but there's definitely something here. Anything else that's coming on? Definitely a need for more friends if you're card one. Like, you definitely also need more friends. You need more good people in your life. You are definitely one of those people that need to get outside of the house. I'm also seeing very girly energy too. So definitely embracing the femininity and your girly side. Yeah, and Jamie's like, I don't think you can fully heal your past. No, nope. No, yeah, that'd be tough. I was thinking about speaking to my mom again, but I'm so resistant speaking to her. I chose 3 though. Okay, so think about it. Maybe 3 is going to help you, right? Just talk to my sister. It's her B day. Okay, my bro passed in 81. There you go. That's really good for you. My brother and I weren't speaking. Then he passed away a year ago, and nobody told me. I just found out. There, yep. And so I wonder if there's some emotions that are still around there. So if you chose card one and it really resonated with you, then you got to like, there's some emotions there. Untangle those emotions. And I hate to say it, but meditation is a really, really big one to do it. Meditation is like key. That explains why there was a resistance with 1. Absolutely spot on. There you go. I don't socialize. Yes, we need to. I caught off my half sister. So it's okay that if you, because like with my family too, they were so toxic and stuff like that. I didn't like technically like cut them out, but I only seen them on like Christmas and Thanksgiving, and that was it. I had to space myself. And then when I finally got to a place where I could be around them longer, what I ended up doing was being around them for short periods of time. Like, I wouldn't go out over there for hours. I would just go over there really quick, for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and those kinds of things. Because no matter how much that you shield yourself, you're human, right? Okay. I cut ties with my biological dad due to extreme abuse. Recently, I woke myself up screaming, Dad, stop in a dream. I think I need more healing, especially in early childhood issues. Yes. Okay, just really quick. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I'm always honest with you. My father's name was my name, which is Lonnie. So his name is Lonnie. My name was Lonnie. They changed my name to Heather after they did divorce and stuff like that. I'm at the grocery store the other day and with my son, and I walk over really quick. I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna come over here really quick. I go to grab something, and this guy yells at his kid. He's like, hey, Lonnie, stop that. And I'm like, Lonnie? Are you serious? I was like, oh my God, if that's not a freaking sign, like who hears the name Lonnie? I've been seeing it on license plates, the name Lonnie. I've been seeing the name on street signs and stuff like that around my house. I'm like, are you serious? I know this is my mom doing this, but yeah, anyways, here we go. Are you ready? And a Facebook user, we're going to go on to number 2. Oh, all that glitters is gold for number 2 people. I did not hit number 2, but this is also number 16. I love the number 16. Wish I would have chose this. Let's look back at the book, but they have a different, this card deck has like 3 or 4 different versions of every card. So I'm going to go to a different one, 60, 61, 62. So I would definitely pay attention to those years. So if you have like an aunt, uncle in spirit or whatever like that, that passed at that age or in that year, definitely they're going to be with you. And then it says, this is a signal to walk away from what you've been contemplating. There is a thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something rotten underneath. Pursuing it will only bring about difficult situation that you'll be sorry you got yourself into. Stay away. Isn't it wonderful how spirit protects you? Better things await. So this is it's also number 63 in the guidebook too. And so the biggest thing here is that you need to trust your instincts if you're card number 2. All right. So this is going to be one of them where it's like you really have to look within to make sure that you're making the right choices, because things aren't always what they seem. And they're also making me feel too that it's like, you want something so badly, but something else better could be waiting for you is another really, really, really big one. You also too, number 2 people, you really need to ask for help. Okay. And it's like almost like, even though you don't have a lot of people that are in the physical realm that can help you, you have a lot of people that in the spiritual realm that can really, really help you too. That's a big one too. I'm also seeing Archangel Mary, if you want to call her an archangel. So Mother Mary. And so she's all about family. Okay. And so any kind of issues that you're having with the family, that I don't know why, but it's almost making me feel like card 1 vibes here. It's like we really need to get that situated. Let me see what else that they're bringing up. And it's almost like the biggest thing though, it doesn't matter. whatever's not working out, it's happening for you, not to you. That is the biggest thing. Okay. It's happening for you and not to you. So if things aren't working out and things aren't going your way, just know you have to trust the process. You have to go with the flow. That is one of the biggest things that is coming up to. And then it says here, a need to see behind the superficial, a desire to don a mask, trying to be something you're not, chasing after sparkling new thing, being mere circular. But you know what I actually get though? The card two people, you need to like stand up into your power. You need to like really be like, no, I matter too. You know, doing things for yourself. Like that's really, really big for card two people. It's almost like, you know how they say put your oxygen mask on first, and that's really what I'm getting. Like you need to do that. Put your oxygen mask on, take care of you. And also, I don't know why, but they're telling me for 2024, this is going to be a year for you to stand up for yourself, for you to really open up your throat chakra, to learn how to communicate, and then really making those choices from a place of like confidence, and then like what you want and from what you do want, and then like shedding your past and shedding the family kind of crap. So that is a big one. Anything else? I don't know why, but does anybody who chose card two have somebody who is like a garbage man? I don't know why, but like I'm seeing landfills, I'm seeing garbage man, I'm seeing like maybe even like a recycling center. So see if that resonates. I looked at the clock when you said 16 and it was 8:44 here, which is 16. Bam. Oh my gosh. I just figured out lopsided A. My forgiveness is out of balance. There you go. Yes, my family is completely separated. I have my sons and 3 daughters to have gone to their dad. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tracy. That's never easy. Oh, but just really quick, because I still have some time really quick. Okay, but everything happens for a reason. So I'm just going to tell you guys this quick story. My son also went to live with his dad for a little while, right? And I've always felt so much guilt, like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. Oh my God, right? Just so much guilt. And me and my son are super close, but still, I feel really bad. And I'm like, does he understand why I did it? I did it for him, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, we're sitting there having like lunch. My son's now 21, right? And so it was so funny. We're having lunch and everything. And then I was like, man, I was like, where did you learn so much about cars? Because he works with, with cars. He does all these things with cars. He's like so good at it. And he was like, oh, I learned it from my dad. And I was like, oh my God, you're right. Because his dad is this awesome mechanic. And because he was living with him, he learned all of these things. And it's like, if he would have stayed with me, he wouldn't have learned that. I'm not working on cars and stuff like that, but that's not how he makes his living. And I'm like, oh my God, see, that's another reason why that you went and lived. So with your dad. So it's like sometimes we might not know the reasons why things happen. And we might be beating ourselves up for things when it's like it was supposed to happen. And there was reasons, and things are better now because of it. Right. So I chose to and recently got into counseling to help working through things in the past. And that was a big thing for me. Oh my gosh. Yes. And Becca, our Mother Mary is really, really big about like the therapist, psychiatrist. So people who have Archangel Mary around, they're really, really, that's really, really good. Right. Sometimes they're actually a therapist themselves to have it. Becca, have you heard of Pia Melody? She's awesome. Her books. No, I haven't heard that either. Pia Melody. Anybody else? My husband and I, we fight about it all the time. Maybe he's the garbage man. Yes. Maybe to get rid of clutter type thing. Anita, I like that too. Maybe I'm seeing the garbage man because you need to get rid of some junk. 100%. My deceased ex-husband was the garbage man. Katie. He's definitely around 100%. Yes. I know. I never heard of Pia Melody either. All right. So let's. I'm so happy I chose card 3. Oh, this is my card. You guys can't have it. I love it. Okay, do you guys want to see it? Do you want to see it? It's the penguins. It's the penguins. You see the penguins? And do you see the penguins? You get a penguin. You get a penguin. Everybody gets a penguin. It's number 41. Love it. Don't have an association. Oh my God, you guys, I'm going to be 41 this year. Okay, so I love it. It's a soulmate card. So, ooh, what's going on with the card 3 people? Oh, I knew it. I knew it had so much. I knew that it had so much energy on it. Okay, it's 154, 155, 156 in the card book. Yes, I love this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have this. All right, and it says here, okay, you are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. Sorry. It was always a reciprocal experience, although the results of each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you towards them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially too. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in life only for a short time. No matter what, you'll be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gifts. I love this. So a couple of things that are coming up for me. Definitely looking up what the symbolism for penguins are. So I definitely feel like that's really really big with the people who chose card C. And then also I'm really really getting to that you are meant to be a light in other people's life. And so it's like almost like you even just like learning a little bit about your spirituality is going to go a long way with transforming the minds of the people around you. And then also too, I'm really getting this feeling of like with me and my husband too, it's like he was not spiritual at all. He didn't like any of this stuff. Neither did I. Like I didn't know that I was going to be doing this stuff, right? And so, but it's so funny. The more that I just explored on my own, and I didn't care about being judged by him and stuff like that. Now all of a sudden, we have a spiritual life together where we do, paranormal investigations together, and we do all these things. And he was never ever like that before. So it's like you're meant to also transform, your relationship and the people around you as well. But you don't do that by taking action. You just do it by taking care of yourself and going where you are led. If you were like talking about like a relationship, it like for card 3 people and stuff like that, then I really do feel like they are either a soulmate or a twin flame. And the problem is with those things is that sometimes it's like it's not easy to live with them. And just because they are your soulmate doesn't mean that you have to be with them your whole entire life. They're meant to be in your life for a reason, for a season, and then they might be able to leave. Okay. And I also feel too that if you have a soulmate that's on the other side, they're also reaching out to you as well. And then also something else coming up. I definitely feel more love is coming into your life. And I don't know why, but they really make me feel like 2024 is the year where there's going to be more love coming into your life. And also, I don't know why, but this is coming up too. Being open to receiving love is really, really big. So it's almost like you can take care of other people, but also receiving that love. And then all of a sudden now it's talking about the love language. Looking and seeing what your love language is really, really going to be helpful. Do you guys know about the love languages? Do you guys know about that? Because that's really going to be helpful, because I do feel like there's people around you that really love you and really want to be there for you too, but it's just that like sometimes you're not seeing it. I don't know why, but card 3 people, we really really need to make sure that we're open to love, that we're like seeing the things that people are doing around us, that we are loved and cared for more than ever. And for some reason they're not really saying about the spiritual world. They're making me feel like people here in life really do love you. It's just that you guys might be butting heads or something, or you might not be able to see it because maybe you're making assumptions, maybe because your eyes aren't open to that way, maybe you're like too internal, you're thinking too much about things. Remember, men are really 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 freaking simple creatures. And so this is talking about being open and receptive of love. I see you as the penguin that's receiving that love. And if you I definitely feel, again, I feel like a lot. And it's so funny too, because in all of these pictures too, there is like this woman in spirit. Maybe I can take a picture after my readings and put in the Rising Power group. And I think that's one thing that they're really bringing up across the board on all of these, is that there's past issues that are coming up and playing. And that's the reason why that we might not be able to be as open to love as we should be. Let me see what everybody else is saying. Yes, number 3 is spot on. Penguins are my mom's favorite animal, and her birthday is 1/4. I chose 3. There you go, Tony. Yes. 5 is my husband's life number. Whew. Penguins are my favorite animal. Yay! Drinking on my mother-in-law's mug today to call her in. It's covered in penguins. Carrie. I got very emotional reading that. So that's totally her. A light in others' life is what several of my girlfriends say about me. I gather them from women's groups so we can celebrate together. Yes. And penguins symbolize dreams, adaptability, dual natures, closest family, and spirituality. Thank you, Jenny. If you see a penguin, it means you're going to embark on a new adventure. Seeing a penguin also means you have a strong community and friends. Yes. If you don't feel connected to others, it's time to start breaking out of your comfort zone and find some friends. You have no excuse. You have no excuse, because look, we're online right now. Penguin is also a sign of good luck and fortune. Bam. First time follower here. I picked 3. Totally resonates. Hey, Abigail. My New Year's goal for this year was to grow spiritually. Found you through a psychic story podcast. So glad I did. Oh my gosh, it's so funny, Abigail, because I think Jenny did the same thing. A few people found me from that podcast, and we were just talking about it the other day. So that's funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have 6 minutes to spare. Love this freaking soulmate one so much. I thought that there was something that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, but yeah, the love languages. Do you guys know about the love languages? Okay. Oh my gosh. And then Kim just said, Heather, you mentioned everything that was on my mind yesterday. Love languages, being open to love, bam. Past is so true. Friendship issues and love deep rooted. I am having a hard time. I don't like to go out. So I don't have friends. Okay. Oh, who are you, Facebook user, who just said that? We're your friends. Just wanted some advice. My mom is going to stay. Is 10 okay? Days okay? Yeah, or longer. I don't know. I don't know. We have to pull a card for you. Came in time to hear all of card 3. Perfect timing. Yes. I found Heather from a podcast too. Yes. See? Yes. We use languages when I coach people. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. And before we go though, because I feel like I need to tell you this story. So I always thought that my love language. So if you guys don't know love language, like look it up and stuff like that. So it's either going to be like, was it acts of service, touch, words of affirmation, acts of service, I think are the 4 love languages. But it's really, really important because especially for card 3 people, I always thought it was the hearing one. Like I love to be talked about. But one thing that I noticed was, and this was like I've been married for almost 12 years, and this was maybe like, I don't even know, not even a year ago. And my husband is walking up the stairs and I'm just like constantly touching him. I'm touching his calves and everything else. And then all of a sudden I was like, why am I touching him so much? I'm like, I'm not a touchy person. And that's when I realized I am a touchy person, and that one of my love languages is touch. But since I've had so much trauma with touch, right, that I didn't even realize this, but I was, every time somebody touched me without me being prepared, I would tense up, and I didn't even realize I was doing this. I was doing it with a chiropractor. I was doing it with the doctor's office. I was doing it with my own husband. I was doing it all of the time. And so I would tense up. And so what ended up happening was I went to a lunch with a girlfriend and a couple girlfriends, and I was telling the story. I was like, oh my gosh, I think that my love language is touch, but I've had so much trauma that I didn't even realize that this was, that it was affecting me in this way. And she was like, Heather, that's so crazy. She was like, because one day we were having lunch together and she touched my leg, she said, and as she touched my leg, I went like this. I didn't even notice because it's part of me. And she was like, the first thing that I thought of was like, oh my God, I have bad energy. And Heather felt it. And then it's like, no. So years later, because that was years ago, she found out that no, it was because I had this trauma response in my body and I didn't even realize it. And so it is touch. I didn't even, now I'm being a little bit more open to it. So every time that I go to tense up, or I stay in the moment, so I realize I'm tensing up, then I tell my body, I'm like, hey, it's okay. You're safe. You're safe. And now that has helped out a lot. So I don't tense up with masseuses anymore. I don't tense up with chiropractors. And every time that I do tense up, I'm like, okay, it's all right. But it's subconscious. I didn't realize I was doing it for almost 40 years, right? So think about that. Okay. Yes, I've been thinking about love language. I need to look into it more. Yes, I never read the book. I just know them. I think I tense up a lot of that first touch too. Yes, I love cooking for people. Actually brings me so much joy. Yes, not sure if that's connected though. You've thought of it for a reason. I'm going to try telling myself that I'm safe when I do that. Yes, 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 yes. It's like, because it's almost like you just have to remember it, to say, okay, yes, don't fight it, and then it'll be let go. But if you're like, no, don't do that, that's when there's resistance there. I've lost a few friends lately that I thought were soulmates, but actually a lesson I needed to learn. Yes, remember, they come in for a reason, and they might only be there for a season. Tense is my middle name. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my gosh. So sadly, I have to go. I wish I could stay here and just chill with you guys all day, but I love you guys. I will see you guys soon. See you back here next Sunday. Podcast is up tomorrow. And then, yeah, just hit me up if you need anything. I am not going to message you, so there might be scammers. Okay. So love you guys and hope you guys have a great Sunday.